Good afternoon and good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and the Coffee Stream 217. I do apologize that you will not see the stories today. For some reason, OBS decided this morning that it didn't want to
It's not even
recognize Safari. So, yeah. So you have this lovely picture of a mountain to look at instead. So I do apologize, but you can at least listen to the stories still. And we will hopefully get that figured out this evening. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see who's here in chat before we get into all these news stories. We have Check Your Logic. We have Costin. We have, let's see, who else? Gun Fox is here. Canada is worse than California. No, it's not. Sorry. Let's see. Arm Skillip is here. Rolling Bear is here as well. Cynical Lindsay is here but has a work meeting, so she'll be back. Blake Hanley is also here. So we've got a good bunch of people here today. It actually works, says Gunfox. Oh, good. Let's see. Let's see here. I can give you my... What? I can give you my... my XSplit Pro for today. What's that? Not working right. I didn't do it. No, this time it wasn't you. I hereby recognize that Gunfox is responsible for all bad things, says Costin. Somehow. He is even responsible for Trudeau. Ooh, that's harsh. That is harsh. Let's see. Oh, Calvic AD is here. Nothing is worse than California, says Calvic AD. I'm inclined to agree with you. That pedo bastard from BC, or from last night, proved it. No, BC just needs to be annexed into the fucking Pacific Ocean, is what needs to happen. And then Canada would be a whole bunch better. That's what just needs to happen. Let's see. Oh, it's like OBS, but better. Oh! I wonder if it works on Mac. And can you run Discord through it? Nice, love that mountain range picture, says Zombie Teddy. Oh, good, because you can't see Safari today, because OBS decided that it didn't want to recognize Safari. So, and it's really annoying, because I did everything in the sequence that I did yesterday, and it was just like, nope, no stories for the chat. So yeah, that's what happened. Thankfully, Pinkala was here to tell me. Otherwise, I would not have known. But hopefully we can get that fixed tonight, and also get Discord working, so that Skeptalk can join us tomorrow. So let's see. Trudeau needs to be heated to the sun. Agreed. Yes to all. Oh. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I was like, is voiceover not turned on? But it is. Okay. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going to get to the headline of our first story. Gunfox has been added again in the Discord, dropping the news bombs today. Thank you for that, my friend. Let's see. So while I'm doing that, you'll notice, guys, that the GoFundMe is still in the description and not the Streamlabs link. I'm not gonna put both up. I'm just going to put the GoFundMe up until the goal is met, and then I'm gonna switch back to the Streamlabs link because I feel kind of like an e-beggar if I've got both of them up there. So, if you are able, the GoFundMe is up there in the description. We can't thank you guys enough for helping us out with that. Let's find the headline here. China, Pakistan slam India's move to change Kashmir's special status. So yeah, they've taken Kashmir's special status away. So let's read this here.
Indian policemen stand guard in a deserted street during restrictions in Jammu August 6, 2019.
So that's the caption. So we've got some Indian police standing guard here.
In a move to tighten its grip on Jammu and Kashmir, parts of which are claimed by Pakistan and China, India dropped a constitutional provision that allowed the country's only Muslim-majority state to make its own laws.
Okay.
The changes imposed by Modi's Hindu nationalist-led government are the most sweeping in the nearly 30 years that India has been battling a revolt in Kashmir. The government also broke up the state into 2 federally administered territories.
So it took away the law that allowed the Muslim-majority state to basically do its own thing, and it has divided the state into two federal territories. Okay. The American Empire will annex Canada to drag it to greatness. Yeah, I'd like to see you try. Let's see. Gun Fox is always a good boy. Just turn a blind eye to his indiscriminate calls for genocide. Exactly. Let's carry on reading.
China
here.
said it opposed India's decision to revoke Kashmir's special status and that New Delhi needed to be cautious on border issues. Heading level 4. Related coverage.
Okay, so let's quickly skip through this related section here and see if there's more. Yeah, there is. Okay.
India's action is unacceptable and would not have any legal effect. Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Hu Chuning said in a statement, drawing an immediate rebuke from Delhi that Kashmir was an internal affair.
It is an internal affair. And who is this foreign minister of China to say what's legal and illegal in India? That's a little odd. Let's see.
The Himalayan region is divided between India, which rules the populous Kashmir Valley, and the Hindu-dominated region around Jammu City, Pakistan, which controls a wedge of territory in the west, and China, which holds a thinly populated high-altitude area in the north.
Okay.
You are currently on it. China urged India to strictly abide by the agreements reached by both countries in order to avoid any actions that would further complicate boundary issues, Hua said. India and China have a long-standing dispute over the border, including in Ladakh, the high-altitude area. Indian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ravish Kumar said splitting Jammu and Kashmir into federal territories was a domestic issue.
It is a domestic issue. I don't see how it's going. I don't see how it would be going back on the agreements that India and China have signed. It's not like they've said that it's not like they've gone and done something to China's country or China's territory. Gun Fox says the American Empire will just take all the maple syrup and Canada will Canada will give up or else the syrup gets dumped in the river. We can make more, right? I hope Pakistan and India go full-blown war over it so there's some population control, says Gunfox. Still, if a few tens of millions are killed off, in 10 or 15 years, the population will be back. China does not really do well with respecting laws and rights. No, not particularly. Let's see here.
India does not comment on the internal affairs of other countries and similarly expects other countries to do likewise.
Yeah.
Thousands of paramilitary troops have been deployed in Kashmir and phone and internet services have been suspended, prompting criticism the government is trying to stifle all dissent. Your video images by Reuters partner Anish. After a meeting with top commanders in the city of Rawalpindi, Pakistan's army chief expressed support for the people of Kashmir, and the Prime Minister said he was weighing an approach to the United Nations Security Council.
Okay, so they want to get the UN involved.
The Pakistan army firmly stands by the Kashmiris in their just struggle to the very end, said General Qamar Javed Bajwa. We are prepared and shall go to any extent to fulfill our obligations in this regard.
Those are some pretty strong words. So, at least they want to go to the UN first, but, I mean...
Advertisement.
Let's see, is that the end? Let me check. Let's just check here. Yeah, okay, there's a bit more here.
The nuclear-armed neighbors have fought 2 of their 3 wars over the territory and engaged in an aerial clash in February after a militant group based in Pakistan claimed responsibility for an attack on an Indian military convoy. We will fight it, Modi's policy, at every forum. We're thinking how we can take it to International Court of Justice, to the United Nations Security Council, Prime Minister Imran Khan told Pakistan's parliament.
Alright, so...
Heading Level 3, Hindered Development. The Indian government has said Kashmir's special status hindered its development because it barred people from outside the state from buying property, investing and settling there.
Why would... Yeah, that's stupid. The Kashmir Valley is an incredibly rich valley for resources, and, like, that... Basically not being allowed to go there if you aren't of a certain faith. I think that's detrimental to a country, and I think that the Indian Prime Minister had a right to change that. We have napalm, give up or the maple trees gets it. Yeah, we'll just send our Air Force up there. You do know we have an Air Force, right? It's actually a fairly good one. We will dogfight. We will dogfight.
We will make Jammu and Kashmir into one of our most developed states, Home Minister Amit Shah told Parliament to loud cheers from supporters. Button. Slideshow 5 image.
Oh, so it's just a slideshow. Okay, let's... Could you imagine a modern-day dogfight? That would be fucking terrifying, but cool.
Show 5 armed police on Tuesday patrolled every few hundred meters in Srinagar, where a ban on public gatherings of more than 4 people stayed in force. Educational institutions and most shops in residential neighborhoods were shut.
Public gatherings of more than 4 people are banned? What if you're a family of 6? What if you're a mother and father and you have 4 children? And you have to go shopping? What are you supposed to do? I am confused. You know that video where 2 Indians engaging in road rage? That is India and Pakistan. Yee. Let's see. If you got to make napalm, maple syrup is napalm. Let's see here.
Some shopkeepers said stocks were running out after days of panic buying.
You may have trained the Air Force, but the student can surpass the master, my friend.
No provisions are left in my shop, and no fresh supplies are coming, said grocery store owner Jahangir Ahmed.
That's not a good sign.
We are managing at a Srinagar hospital hit by the crackdown on telephone, television and internet communications. Staff were working overtime, with ambulances sent to bring in doctors and nurses.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the crackdown on speech. I don't like that. I don't know. Let's see.
We are managing for now, said a senior official at the 500-bed Laldet hospital who sought anonymity as he was not authorized to speak to media. You're in Muzaffarabad, the capital of Pakistan-governed Kashmir, about 45 kilometers, 28 miles, from the neighbor's contested border. Protests entered a second day, with hundreds of people, including children, shouting anti-India slogans.
What the hell are children doing in there? Don't use your children. Don't put them in danger like that. That's crazy. What kind of parents are you? Come on. Regardless of where you are in the world, you should want to protect your children. Regardless of your faith, your color, your whatever. You should want to protect the things that you created. That's a little fucked up.
Many Kashmiris have relatives on both sides of the border, but those on the Pakistani side say they have been unable to reach people in India for days.
That's not good.
Tanveer al-Islam, who migrated to Muzaffarabad in 1990, said he had lost touch with his mother in Indian Kashmir since Sunday. You can't even imagine my pain, he added. We do not know about the well-being of anyone across the divide.
See, and this is a problem. And I think, I'm hoping that India is trying to fix it by taking that law away but, yeah, it's... Hello, Pumpkin Trucker. Yes, he says, Kathy, let's see. I imagine a modern cat fight, specifically Kathy Zhu and Candace Owens. Close enough. Let's see. China, Pakistan, and India would be awful to have as neighbors, and they're all next to each other. Yeah. It's really cute to hear a Canadian talk tough, isn't it? Oh. You motherfuckers would get lost up here. Let's see here.
Additional reporting by Meg Shannon.
Oh, so that's the end of that article. Let's close that. And the headline for this article: Arab Sheikh tried to force American security to murder 2 people. Wait, what? Held California paramedic prisoner. Federal lawsuit says. Wow. Okay. So this is from today. Let's read this. This Pinkalo actually sent me this.
Qatar Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, exotic car spotter / YouTube screenshot.
Wow, okay, so that's...
An Arab sheikh tried to enlist his American security staffer to murder 2 people and ordered him to hold another American captive, according to a new lawsuit filed in federal court.
God damn.
A second plaintiff in the lawsuit makes similar allegations, saying he served as the sheikh's around-the-clock medic to monitor his vitals during 36-hour-long benders and that he was held captive in a compound, threatened with a gun and ultimately jumped from an 18-foot wall to escape.
Jesus Christ. What the hell is with these people?
Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the brother of the ruler of the oil-rich nation of Qatar, is the target of the Blink lawsuit.
So the brother of the ruler of Qatar is being sued. Oh, that's funny. That's wow. Canada or Calvic AD says I get lost every time I visit Canada. um there's a lot to unpack in that headline, says Green Badger Outdoors. Yes, there is. There certainly is.
Which was filed July 23 in a Florida federal court and has not been previously reported.
So this was filed I think about 2 weeks ago now, the 23rd of July, in Florida court. So I guess this happened in an American compound that he has. I'm guessing, or they were employed. I let's read on.
The security guard is Matthew Pittard, a Florida man. The medic is Matthew Allende, a California man. Both worked for Khalid in Beverly Hills and also traveled with him regularly to Qatar and London.
Okay, so he had a place in Beverly Hills that they were hired to work at, and they traveled with him as well. Okay.
During his employment, Pittard was solicited by defendant Khalid for the murder of two individuals in approximately late September of 2017 and November of 2017 in Los Angeles, California. Defendant Khalid asked Pittard to murder a male and a female who defendant Khalid viewed as threats to his social reputation and personal security. Pittard refused to execute these unlawful requests, the suit says.
Wow. So this guy, this sheik was like, yeah, you're gonna kill these two because they insulted me, basically. They're gonna make me look bad. And this guy's like, no, I'm not going to kill people for you, you crazy, crazy man. I feel I am mishearing something. No, you have not missed anything. Um, let's see. Also, Florida's the dick of America. LOL, Florida and CA. Oh, Florida and California men. LOL, one's a dick, the other's an asshole. That's funny. What do you think you've misheard, Armskiller? Let's see.
From approximately July 7-10, 2018,
from the 7th to the 10th. Okay.
defendant Khalid and his private Qatari security staff held an American citizen against the American citizens while on at least two occasions in one of defendant Khalid's personal residences. The suit continues. At defendant Khalid's request, the American citizen was arrested and jailed at the Anaza police station in Doha, Qatar. Pittard and the United States Embassy came to the aid of the American citizen and helped the American citizen reach a point of safety and eventually safely depart from the country.
Wow. Okay, so the guy, the sheik also apparently kidnapped an American citizen and held him against his will in some residences he has in Qatar. So that's a Sikh, no, a sheik, like Arab sheik. Florida looks like a dick, though, yeah. Hey, Irate. Let's see.
Undefined image. An aerial view shows Kamayu. Pittard was held Pittard was held against his will. His electronics and personal belongings were taken, and he was fired, the lawsuit says. Khalid brandished a Glock 26 firearm while forcing Pittard to execute new employment documents, the lawsuit says.
Wow.
Khalid also had a full-time paramedic to check his vital signs and tend to medical issues. Allende worked in the role from October 2017 to February 2018 in Los Angeles as well as in Doha. He worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, according to the suit. In some cases, Allende worked for 20 to 36 hours straight, with minimal meal breaks and no opportunity for sleep, the lawsuit says.
God damn, that's insane. Working 84 hours as a paramedic a week? That's insane. Chic, you booty. Florida looks especially like a dog's red rocket. That's funny.
On or about December 17th, 2017, after approximately 3 straight weeks of work and a 36-hour sleepless binge by defendant Khalid, Allende requested a day off, to which defendant Khalid agreed. It continues. During this 36-hour sleepless binge, Allende was forced to stay awake with defendant Khalid. But, as he was leaving, an armed security guard stopped him and said Khalid had changed his mind. Allende informed the guard he was leaving with or without the guard's permission, to which the guard replied, "No, you are not leaving," the lawsuit says.
Wow. This is like something out of a movie.
Allende escaped the premises by using a security guard dog's kennel to scale over an 18-foot perimeter wall. Knowing the risk that he may sustain serious injuries in his efforts to maintain personal security and safety, and escape from the dangerous and threatening situation created by defendant Khalid, jumped from the top of the Majlis perimeter wall to the concrete walkway, the suit says.
Oh my god. 18-foot jump from a wall to concrete. Wow. Oh man. That's crazy. Look, Ma, actual slavery. Yeah, I know. That's basically it, yeah.
He was taken to the hospital for surgery to treat his injuries from the 18-foot fall, and on February 4, 2018, once he was healthy enough to travel, though still on crutches, Allende was terminated from employment by defendants. Khalid invested $10 million in a drag racing team and was known to drive a bright yellow, $1.4 million Ferrari LaFerrari around Beverly Hills.
Wow.
In 2015, video journalist Jacob Rogers filmed the car screaming through residential neighborhoods racing against a Porsche 911 GT3. He asked one of the drivers why they were endangering residents. Link. Related. Lamborghini.
That's insane.
He told me verbatim, "I could have been killed and get away with it," Rogers told NBC News. "I told him, the press is allowed to be here on the sidewalk on a public street." Link. He said, "Fuck America," and threw a cigarette at me. You are currently...
Jesus Christ. That's linked. I wonder if that's a video or a article. Let's see that. Is it gonna load something else? Let's see. Oh, damn. Is this a news story or a video? No, it's a news story. Damn. Okay, so yeah, that guy's a piece of crap. And the shitty part is he's got enough money that when he loses that lawsuit, he's just gonna pay it off and it'll be fine. Like, it's not that great. An 18-foot fall beats the alternative. Yup. 80 hours a week. Not bad, eh, Gunfox? Yeah. That's a few broken everything, says Armskiller. Yeah. No kidding. Let's see. Keyword legally. Yeah. Let's see. I just passed a GT3. Let's see. I would have been, oh really? Pop, 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 3 rounds to the brain pan. Yeah. So let's see what this headline says. Turkey readies for action as U.S. talks on Syria safe zone struggle. Well, that's not a good thing. Okay, let's see here.
Turkey has twice sent troops into northern Syria in the last 3 years, and President Tayyip Erdogan said on Sunday a third incursion was imminent, targeting Kurdish-controlled territory east of the Euphrates River.
Turkey? Why? Assad is like the only reason that ISIS is where it is. Why are you insisting on doing this? This is why is Erdogan such an idiot?
Ankara views the Kurdish YPG militia, which plays a leading role in the Syrian democratic forces that hold sway over hundreds of kilometers, of Syria's northeast border region, as terrorists who pose a grave security threat to Turkey, saying they must be driven back from frontier areas.
But they are being driven back. Why are you trying to fuck up what Assad has done?
Washington, which armed and backed them in the fight against Islamic State in Syria, wants to protect its military partners and has resisted Turkey's demands for full control of a long strip of land that would extend 32 kilometers, 20 miles, into Syria.
Yeah, I bet they are resisting.
Military delegations from both countries are meeting in Ankara this week, the latest attempt in months of talks on setting up the safe zone which they agreed to form as President Donald Trump's administration reduces troop numbers in Syria.
Okay.
Advertisement. Third party. 3 Turkish officials who spoke to Reuters expressed impatience that the talks have yet to yield results, and warned that Ankara was ready to act on its own.
Of course it is.
For some time, Turkey's armed forces have deployed on the Syrian border. All the necessary preparations for an operation are complete, a senior Turkish official said. If we have to do this business on our own, we will. Of course, the sensitivities of the countries with which we cooperate are important, but they finally have to understand us. Every passing day is a loss. You are currently...
Oh, okay. So when you're in trouble, countries have to understand your position and they have to support you. But when countries like Hungary are like, hey, there's way too many fucking people coming through here, and you're like, guess what? If you turn them back, we're just gonna send more. Like, really, Turkey? Really? That's the hill you're gonna die on, is it? Okay. I've got it. I've got it. Okay.
Heading level 3, tough position. The safe zone impasse is just one of several disputes between the 2 NATO partners. Turkey angered the United States last month by buying Russian missile defense equipment, and the 2 countries are also split over Washington's Iran sanctions and refusal to extradite a Muslim cleric wanted by Ankara.
Yes, because you cannot be an ally with a country who doesn't want to be your ally. Turkey does not want to be the US's ally. Turkey is using the U.S. The U.S., and it's kind of sad that the U.S. is kind of like letting themselves get used by Turkey. It's like they don't need them.
Advertisement. FSK. Both sides have made their frustration clear. Trump's special envoy for Syria said after an earlier round of talks on the safe zone last week that Turkey had taken a pretty tough position. The Turks want a deeper zone than the one we think makes sense, James Jeffrey said.
Yes, because they have something else planned.
Washington has proposed a 2-tiered zone, with a 5-kilometer, 3-mile, demilitarized strip bolstered by an additional 9 kilometers cleared of heavy weapons, stretching in total less than half the distance into Syria that Turkey is seeking. The United States has sought, with little sign of success, military contributions from European allies to police the area.
Because Europe is a bunch of spineless cowards.
Turkey has said it must have ultimate authority over the safe zone, another point of divergence with the United States. When Ankara says it wants to control the 32-kilometer zone, the United States can never agree to that, said Aaron Stein, director of the Middle East program at the U.S. think tank Foreign Policy Research Institute.
No, he's right. America will never agree to that. It's not going to happen. I don't know what Turkey's aim is. I think Turkey knows that the US isn't going to agree to that. And I think that this is a strategy that Turkey is using to start something bigger. I really do. Because they know full well the US is not going to give them that strip of land. And they're all like, oh, well, we're ready to do whatever it takes. Well, you know what that means, Turkey, because you know the US is not going to give you that strip of territory. We need Turkey, especially in October and November. Let's see. Gunfox says blind press. Turkey or the U.S. is hitting Turkey worse than the U.S. is hitting the U.S. Turkey was kicked out of the F-35 and other military projects. That is a good point. And then Gunfox says Pinkalo, the only reason Turkey is needed is to fuck over USSR to keep them in the Black Sea. Another good point.
Expand. File photo. Given the negotiations had flatlined, he said Turkey was likely to act unilaterally and pointed to several potential military targets, including areas around the northern Syrian town of Manbij and the border towns of Tel Abyad or Kobane.
Yeah, Turkey is going to do something incredibly stupid in a bit. I have a feeling, because the U.S. is not going to give them what they want, and then Turkey's going to make a unilateral decision that's going to make them look pretty damn bad, and it's not going to end well.
U.S. forces operate to varying degrees in all three areas, meaning American troops could risk being caught up in hostilities if Turkey does take action. U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper said on Tuesday any Turkish operation into North Syria would be unacceptable and the United States would prevent unilateral incursions. He said he hoped this week's talks in Ankara would succeed.
Yeah. So if Turkey does something like that, the U.S. is going to do something back. And, that's going to be an interesting, yeah. Wouldn't that make the turkey very water sopped and frozen? That wouldn't be very tasty. No, you don't want watery frozen turkey. Sorry, I was AFK on the phone with family. No worries, dude. No worries. Hey, Six. Glad to have you. Holy shit, is that the fan on my laptop? Wow, it is. And my computer's unplugged too, even. That's interesting. Hasn't happened in a long time.
A Turkish security official said that differences between the two sides over the depth of the zone were narrowing but had not been completely bridged. The United States reached a point close to our proposal but a full agreement could not be reached, he said, adding that Turkey insisted on the full 32 kilometers, as Trump himself endorsed in a January tweet. Fundamentally, we want what Trump said to be implemented. It is not normal for talks to go on this long, he said.
Yeah, well, don't go... See, that's the problem with Trump and his Twitter account. He just says shit, and then countries are like, yeah, I want that. and the people who actually do the negotiating are like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, I am being paged. Hold on a second. Sorry, he was yelling at me, and I didn't want to yell back. I'm still salt mining on Twitter, says Gunfox. Ah, yes. Yes, yes. Hanging in there. Good. Let's see. Let's see here. Wow, these two stories have taken 45 minutes. Holy shit. Okay, let's go to the correct window and get to the next story. Okay. Here's the headline here. Heroin worth 40 million British pounds seized from shipping container in the UK. That's a lot of heroin. That would make Trainspotting a very interesting, that would make Trainspotting a very boring movie because everyone would be dead if they took all that heroin. So let's see here. Smoked turkey is delicious. How do you smoke turkey? Napalm. That's funny. Hold on, guys. Mommy, come upstairs, please. I've got just a few minutes, guys. He's paging me again. So I'm going to have to probably do a 50 to 55 minute stream instead of a full hour. Sorry about that. Let's see. Black screen. I can fill an hour of stream. Let's see. He says, Blind Press, I can fill an hour stream with news in no time, but you still have 500 to go. Yeah, I really do. Shallow Grave was a great movie. I should look that up. If Blind did not limit herself to an hour or two stream, I bet I could get her to break at 5 hours. Yeah, you probably could, dude. Let's see. All right, let's go to the news here and read about this heroin. Okay.
The packages of heroin were removed in Felixstowe and the container returned to the ship, which continued on to Antwerp. Photograph.
Why would they not? Oh my god. Here, have this empty container that contained evidence that we don't want to swab it or dust it or anything. Here, you can have this container that contained all this evidence back.
Link image. The packages of heroin were removed in Felixstowe and the container returned to the ship, which continued on to Antwerp. Photograph. End of the hundreds of kilos of heroin worth up to 40 million British pounds have been found hidden under towels and bathrobes in a shipping container.
What a shitty way to hide that. We'll just stack the towels and bathrobes over top of the drugs. And then what did the police give back the towels and bathrobes? Did the packages not leak? Did they check to make sure the packages didn't leak so they weren't giving back towels and bathrobes full of fucking heroin? That's crazy. Yeah, I have to look into the screen thing, says Pincalo. Yep. Let's see. I made it for the last 10 minutes. Yay me, says Maddie.
It was one of the largest drug seizures in the UK and several suspects were arrested, police said. Intelligence led to UK, Dutch and Belgian police tracking a container suspected of carrying a large drug shipment en route to Antwerp, according to the National Crime Agency, NCA.
Well, Belgium needs its heroin, I guess.
A spokesman said the container was believed to have begun its sea voyage in Oman, stopping in various locations before the ship docked in Felixstowe, Suffolk, on August 1st. The next day, officers from Border Force and NCA removed a container in which about 398 kilograms, 7 lbs, of heroin was concealed within a coverload of towels and bathrobes. The drug haul was removed and the container returned to the vessel, which carried on to Antwerp. You are currently...
So, 398 kilos. That's a lot of fucking heroin. Holy crap.
On arrival, the container was collected by lorry and taken to Rotterdam, all the time under police surveillance. On Monday, as suspects attempted to unload the contents, Dutch police made 2 arrests. At the same time, the NCA arrested a man from Bromsgrove, Worcestershire, who being questioned.
Who being questioned? I think you mean the word. I think you mean who is being questioned. Oh, journalists, come along. Let's see. They should have swapped the heroin with the SAS. With the SAS, yeah. Let's see. I know a good background. There are so many drivers in here. How about a dash cam feed? I wonder where one could be found.
The drugs would be worth at least 9 million British pounds to organised criminals selling the consignment at wholesale, and at least 40 million British pounds at street level in the UK and other European countries, the NCA said.
Wow.
Colin Williams, NCA Regional Operations Manager, said, the seizure of such a large quantity of heroin is the result of a targeted, intelligence-led investigation, carried out by the NCA with international and UK partners. It is almost certain that some of these drugs would have been sold in... It is almost certain that some of these drugs would have been sold in the UK, fueling violence and exploitation, including what we see in Link County lines, offending nationwide.
Yeah.
The heroin trade also feeds addictions that put users' lives at risk, while giving rise to crimes such as theft, which make people feel unsafe in their communities. The NCA works in the UK and with partners around the world to target the crime groups posing the greatest threat to the UK.
All in all, a good seizure for the police. It's a good amount of drugs taken off the streets, I think. Let's see. Do we have one? We have. Well, I've got time for one more story. I have more than one more story left, but we only have time for one more. So let's do this one. This one says, doctors warn against common cooking technique that is harming your children. All right, let's see what that is. Let's see what the cooking technique is. Let's see here. Come on, I want to get to the story. Stop telling me you're busy. There we go. Okay. Come on. You suck. It's just telling me busy, 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 busy. Ugh, you piece of shit. Well, I guess we're not going to read that one. Let's read about this woman here. Woman dies during hot stone massage after heating device catches fire. Okay. That sounds like a really bad way to go. This is from Fox News. So let's read this here.
A woman in Link, Mexico. Died after getting
Oh, come on.
massage, reports say. Link. Died after getting severely burned during a hot stone massage, reports say. The tragedy unfolded at the Narella Boutique and Spa in the western Mexican city of Guadalupe, when a machine used to heat the stones caught fire.
Okay, but the machine isn't supposed to be on the person, is it? I mean, the stones go on the person, but the machine used to heat the stones surely is not supposed to be I don't know. Let's read on here.
The fire spread to bandages in which the woman's body was wrapped, leading to severe burns on about 90% of her body.
Wow.
Link. According to El Universal newspaper. The news outlet identified the woman as Diana Ortiz and said she was 33 years old.
So she was wrapped, I guess, in cotton to keep the hot rocks away from her skin, I'm guessing. And the machine caught fire and I guess spread to the cotton and up she went. Let's see. By the way, I did not read this one. I just stopped at the headline. Okay. Let's see here. Keyword, Mexico. Yeah.
Link. Snake massages Ortiz, who worked as a restaurant cashier, was rushed to the Autonomous University Hospital but later died of her injuries.
So 90% of her body was burned. Wow.
Ganarella Spa in Mexico. Google Maps image. Ganarella. The Jalisco State Attorney General's office said that the spa did not have the appropriate licenses to operate. Authorities took the heating device that caught fire as part of their investigation into the death.
So it didn't even have an operating license? Oh, wow. Wow. Well done. Well done.
Link. Click to get the Fox. During a hot stone massage, which is popular in the United States, a massage therapist puts warm stones on parts of the body that serve as acupressure points, said WebMD.
You went to WebMD to find out what a hot stone massage was? Really? Really? That's crazy. Hold on, guys. Is everything okay? No, I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. I'll call you back. So yeah, that's way to go, spa in Guadalupe, Mexico. Jesus Christ. What a shitty way to die. You go to relax and then you get burnt to death? Holy crap. That's insane. Okay, so that is the end of that story, and that brings us to the end of our stream. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves today. Hopefully we'll be able to fix the screen issue for tomorrow and also be able to get Discord piping through so that Skeptalk can join us. So I hope everyone has a great day. Come back tomorrow for 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central for another installment of the coffee stream. Before we go really quick though, Gunfox says, Blind Press in the US, we have the FDA, OSHA, and other... Wait, we have the FDA, OSHA, and the places need a license, and they're checked a lot. Yep, it's the same thing up here. Well, she was technically relaxed after the treatment. Yeah, I guess so. Later, Tater, says Irate. Later, my friend. Start another GoFundMe for another computer. Oh, God. Price $2,500. Oh, my God. Have a good one, too, Green Badger. Well, guys, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll come back to you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central for another coffee stream. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you later. Bye.